Hey Team Beauty, how are you? So, Tip Tuesday, somebody wanted to know, who the heck are all these uplines? How do they apply to me? Do they apply to me? Who is our chain of command in terms of training and team recognition and just kind of what's the big picture, right? Like, where do we all fall? So I'm a very visual learner, and I'm sure most of you guys are too. So I made you a little, hopefully, visual aid. So if you can see at the very top, we're going to start at the very top. That says CJ Summers. She's a national executive director, and CJ is the head of Team Freedom. So to just talk about CJ for 1 second, CJ enrolled before the company even launched. She was a part of rolling out Color Street. She is our national executive director. She's also a presidential founder. So CJ is like our closest upline to all things Color Street and all things corporate office. CJ has over 4,000 people on her team under Team Freedom. And so if anybody ever wanted to know if anybody's achieved national executive, do we have anybody in our upline that is a national executive? The answer is yes. And her name is CJ Summers. So that is Miss CJ. Now, directly under CJ is Becky Zinn. Becky Zinn is the leader of TUB, which is the Unicorn Brigade, and she is a senior executive director. So Becky is who is in this group chat. Becky is the leader of the Unicorn Brigade. Becky is all things Color Street for me and my team. So just a little snippet. When I found Color Street, I was given a sample by someone who just bought it. So she didn't sell Color Street. We worked together and she brought it to work. And so after I put the one sample on my one finger, I knew I had to be a part of it. I knew it was going to be huge. I loved the product. It made me go, wow. It definitely was better than it sounded because I'm like the most skeptical person on the planet. So that night, I actually went onto Color Street's website and just put in my zip code to try to find the stylist nearest me here in Knoxville. And when I did that, the name that popped up was Becky Zintech. And that is how I found Becky. It's the closest thing I ever got to like online dating. I literally went on the website. It said Becky Zinn was the closest stylist to me. I literally sent her a message that night. I said, hi, I'm Jill. I just tried the product. I have to be a stylist. Tell me how to do it. And within 2 days, I enrolled. So when Becky had me as a recruit and I signed up as a stylist. So just so you guys know, there is something called the power of placement. When you achieve team leader or higher in the company and in the ranks, you have the power to place. So what does that mean? So anybody that you recruit, if you are a team leader or above, you have her first 30 days to place her, and it's a one and done. So if 30 days go by and you don't place her, you don't have the opportunity to do it anymore. If within that 30 days you do decide to place her under somebody else in your web, in your tree, it's a one and done. So once she moves, that's where she stays. So what Becky decided to do, here's me. I was a first leg of Becky's because I enrolled directly under Becky. And within my first 30 days, she decided to place me all the way down here under Vicki Jenkins. And so Vicki technically now is my immediate upline. And if you see in the web, Vicki's immediate upline is Cinnamon. So that's kind of how it goes. It goes Becky, then Cinnamon, which to talk about Cinnamon, she's a director with Color Street, and she is in charge of Glitter City, which Glitter City is one of the other groups that me and all of you guys belong to. Glitter City is kind of like our mini team in the big team of TUB. So TUB has 500 different ladies in it, which again, Becky's the head of TUB. And so what Cinnamon wanted to do is to have a smaller group kind of for her and her Glitter City peeps to have a space to reach out for training and reach out for recognition. just in case the big group doesn't have something that we need or talk about. So that's kind of how it goes. The reason why Vicky and Cinnamon have been brought in the picture for me is because I was placed, as this arrow shows you, I was placed directly under Vicky. So here's me. Now, all of you in Team Beauty, everybody in this team chat, you do belong, under Team Beauty. You, whether you're on my first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, it doesn't matter. Once you go somewhere under this hood, you are a beauty, you are a glitter peep, and you are a Team Tubber. So you're a unicorn too. So really all these different team names and groups are really just points of resources for each of you guys. And that's the best way I know how to tell you. So, CJ is our national executive. Becky is our senior executive. Cinnamon is under Cinnamon is under Becky, and Cinnamon is currently a director. She's shooting for senior director. And then Vicky is under Cinnamon and I'm under Vicky. So that's the cool thing when teams start to form and be created. And then when you have the power of placement, you just kind of create this huge web. And at the end of the day, what I love about Color Street, what I love about the culture of Tub, and what the culture I'm hopefully building here in Team Beauty is, it's all of these people and all of these groups are just support centers, really. I mean, we are here to encourage, cheer on, coach, and recognize everybody within their businesses. And that's what I love. Each of us have our own business. It is yours. It is mine. Like, we all have our own independent businesses of each other. We all get to run it however we want, with spending as much or as little time as we want. But the cool thing is you have all these resources and all of these seasoned direct sellers or seasoned color streeters that can help you along the way. Remember, we all started somewhere. And I truly mean that, you guys. Like, in my first month with Color Street, I sold $127. I thought to myself, oh my gosh, what the heck am I doing? It felt like I was failing because, I wasn't selling as much as I thought I was. But you guys, it's new. There's a learning curve to it. Remember, nobody, unless you've been in direct sales for years, which I don't think anybody in Team Beauty has been, we're all newbies to this. So there's a learning curve. There's some time you got to take. There's some training you got to listen to. And all of these resources on this page are gurus at direct sales, and they are gurus of Color Street. So they all have provided places and resources for us to use to help grow our individual business and hopefully eventually grow your individual teams. Just to give you guys kind of a quick rundown of Team Beauty. So I'm at the top of Team Beauty and I am a director with Color Street. And there's 26 of you now on Team Beauty, which is absolutely incredible. I joined in August of 2018. And again, in my first month, by the time I hit September, I had sold $127. I was thinking to myself, holy crap, I wish this was going better. So what did I do? I plugged myself into everything. I plugged myself into all Glitter City, all Team Tub, all Team Freedom. And I would scroll through all the posts and all the albums and all of the files and just see what's all in there. And when people go live, I tune in, I listen, I check out what everybody has to say, because they've been doing it longer than me and they had ranks in sales where I wanted to be. So I thought to myself, well, obviously the way I did it my first month didn't work very well. I'm going to listen to everybody else. And that's exactly what I did. And when September rolled around, things started to go better. I had bookings, and you guys, that is the secret sauce. Bookings. And there's 1,000,001 ways on how to get a booking and then how to have a party. But that is the secret sauce. Once you have your launch, you have to have somewhere else to go. So having the bookings, however it is that you need to get them on your calendar. that's how you start growing your business. And so from September on, I hit every single jumpstart goal after the 31st. The 35th day went out the window, just like the first month went out the window. I did not BQ. I did not hit my jumpstart. But you bet your butt by the end of the second month and the end of the second jumpstart and the end of the third jumpstart and the third month, things skyrocketed. You guys, I had 4-digit sales consistently, and I don't know if I've ever had a month that I haven't had 4-digit sales. And it's because I have bookings. I'm continuing to grow my customer base. I'm continuing to grow my networks, and I'm not just utilizing the same 5, 10, 20 people to place orders. And that's really the key. And whether you grow and expand your business from bookings, or if you grow and expand your business from like events or holiday markets or vendor events or whatever, that's really how you do it. And so right now on Team Beauty, with 26 of you, I have 7 ladies on my first line. I think there's like 13 of you on my second line. And on my third line, I believe there's about 6 of you. And so the cool thing is, whether I recruit them or whether you start to bring on stylists onto your own team, our web is just going to keep expanding and keep getting bigger. So hopefully that makes kind of, the chain of command, who's who, who's what, where do you belong. I hope that makes a little more sense. And if anybody wants to know more about what it takes to promote, so what it takes to be a senior stylist, what it takes to be a team leader, how do you get to director, which is where I am right now. You guys, it does not happen overnight. It is not immediate success. Anything that is immediate success is not sustainable. Remember that. And that's a quote from Jill Bugga. Write it down. Anything that is a quick success is not sustainable. And I truly believe that. I didn't recruit my first person until January. I started in August, so September, October, November, December, January. It was month 5 for me before I had my first team member. And since January of this year, you guys, and it's October now, these last 10 months, that one recruit, those 2 recruits in January have now grown into 26. So really the message is find a process, stick to it, be consistent with it. And even though day to day, it might not seem like much is happening or much is growing, in a month, things change. In 3 months, a ton changes. And look, in a year, I went from being somebody who knew nothing about this business, who didn't even know what an online nail bar was, you guys. Am I preaching to the choir right now? Like, I didn't attend an online nail bar. I don't even know what an online nail bar was. And I laugh because it's not hard. It's just the unknown sometimes. It takes some time to learn, and it takes some time to learn it right. And with how many changes Facebook is making, and with how many changes, that's going on in our world of social media right now, you definitely have to stay current. You have to pay attention to what's going on. So anyways, that was a lot about a little, of course. But that's the chain of command. That's a little bit about Team Beauty, and that's a little bit about how to grow your business and expand. And remember, it's not a quick fix. For those people that did have it be a quick fix, good for them. Everybody has their own individual story. But what's been my path, what's been my journey is I just have the same goals every month, which for me is to have 1 to 2 bookings a week. And it's all about consistency, and it's all about follow up and keep expanding that customer base. So I hope that helps. I wish you guys all the best. Those are all my tips for this Tuesday, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.